Welcome back to another edition of Reality Check, your weekly deep dive into The Voice, The X Factor, and a safe place to discuss the elimination of Amanda Brown. I'm here with Season 6 American Idol standout Melinda Doolittle. Melinda, help me to make sense of Amanda's exit from The Voice.
I was positive that it was going to be Cassadee, Amanda, Melanie, and Nicholas.
Yes.
Like, that was my top 4. So obviously I've gotten 2 wrong, and Amanda is the one that is breaking my heart.
You make me feel like a natural woman.
I knew it was coming when I looked on iTunes and I kind of saw that nobody was really buying her songs.
It might be the perils of iTunes voting. So much depends on, do people actually want a version of the song on their iTunes? And also, I will say, some of Amanda's iTunes recordings were not as good as her live performances. So if you hit the preview and you're like, this version of Someone Like You doesn't rock as hard as the live one, you might be not as inclined to purchase it. So maybe that helps us make sense of it. But I'm with you. I feel like both Amanda and Melanie were necessary to make the season exciting for these last 2 weeks coming up. Even though Melanie wasn't flawless, I still felt like she was good enough to get past Terry and Trevin. And then it just...
You know what, though? That Crazy, when she sang Crazy, the pitch was so under.
That made me crazy.
I thought it was a cool way to do it, but I was cringing for most of the song.
I cringed during her second song because of the dolphin and the car and the bench.
Make it stop.
It was a why the face moment with Adam Levine, like WTF. Are you kidding me? And she looked mortified.
'Cause it's too much. Yeah, it's a lie.
She was like, and here comes a dolphin. Like, she was not feeling it. And I kind of love that about her.
I think we need to discuss who will and who should win this season of The Voice. And I'll give this to Cassadee. The show has pushed her super hard.
I'm loving Cassadee Pope,
The
man.
coaches have pushed her super hard. Christina Aguilera declared her the winner before even like 2 people had performed this past Monday night.
You're all around true star of the show.
And you know it's only because she wants Blake Shelton's fans to go buy Lotus.
I just don't mind being your co-coach supporter at this point.
And she brings a giant fan base in from Hey Monday. And I still, at this point, I kind of like her. That says a lot. She's a pretty likable, pretty rock solid contestant if I'm not totally loathing her at this point.
That's actually saying a lot, because when any reality show is shoving a contestant down your throat, all you want to do is hate them. So if you can like them even just a little bit, then that means that they are doing an amazing job. She's polished. She's got a great voice. I don't know.
And she's ironed out the pitch problems that she had early in the season.
Yes.
I don't think she's hit a bad note for like 3 weeks now, so kudos to that. My one complaint about Cassadee is song choice. So expected. Avril Lavigne.
Avril.
That's what you're picking?
The song I picked for this week is I'm With You by Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne is the exact artist who has the record sales you wanted when you were in a band. And now you're choosing to sing her song and you're not really putting your...
Exactly like her. Like, she didn't change it up.
Why is everything so confusing?
3 or 4 years ago on Idol, mixing things up worked. Being unexpected worked. And I feel like we've sort of gone into an era now where you have to go in knowing the artist you are and you have to do that every week.
Which kind of sucks, because you want to hear that. Like, you want to hear the span of what these artists can do. Maybe that's what Blake was trying to do by giving her another country song.
When push comes to shove, you taste what you're made of.
Oh, but that song, I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. That song was a real snoozer. And when I woke up on Tuesday morning and discovered that Stand was in the iTunes top 10, it was like Cassadee could chug down a soda and let out a massive belch over a guitar track and it would make it to the top 10.
I will give her, though, that for me, she beat out everybody that week, except for Amanda.
Yes.
Like, she beat out everybody else that's in the top 4. So she's at the top of my leaderboard right now.
Same here. When I'm thinking about who will and should win season 3, I have to immediately eliminate Terry and Trevin. I cannot accept either one of those guys winning this season of The Voice. I don't think they have the body of work to back it up. Terry this week with his cover of Stay With Me, I wanted to order a pitcher of beer and some potato skins. It was bar band central There was nothing special about it. He took no risks. You know, I Want to Know What Love Is, I didn't think the vocal was that great.
Chase this lonely life.
I feel like people like the tone and like the stripped down feel, like they like the idea of the song more than the execution.
Yeah.
And then for Trevin, it was like the opposite. Woo! There's way too much happening right now.
I thought And I Am Telling You worked pretty well. I thought that was a really good vocal. But he also did Walking on Sunshine, and that was a colossal disaster.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm doing it feel good.
I feel like he's still trying to figure his voice out. And for Christina to be like,
I would love to take you on the road under my wing personally.
I'm like, well, he's got a job, so let Amanda stay.
I don't know if anyone should be allowed on the road with Christina. I don't know what her intentions are.
Come on the road with me, you can be my personal fan.
I'm recovering.
You killed Christina.
You pretty much laid it out there why Trevin can't win. And I think with Terry, look, Terry's a solid vocalist. He has a good voice, but he's had many, many weeks to prove that he's versatile, that he can do something a little different and a little current. And I feel like his trajectory has been downward. I don't think anything has been as close to as good as Maybe I'm Amazed. And it's sort of tailed off slightly ever since. That's not a winning trajectory to me. So I think really it comes down to Cassadee or maybe Nicholas.
Nicholas might have a shot in there just because he's different. And even Blake Shelton said,
America tends to lean towards the unique on this show.
he's quirky enough to make it work.
Someday I wish upon a star. Wake up where the clouds are far behind.
But I still think Cassidy's gonna take it home.
Body of work from the season, she's far enough ahead of all three that I don't think any of them deserve to take that title away from her at this point.
I am in agreement.
All right, so let's switch on over to the X Factor. They won't have Cece Fry to kick around anymore.
I'm very proud of everything that I've done on this show. I'm ready to leave it.
I love her spunk. I love her attitude. But when she got on stage and went to deliver a song, I was like, what is happening?
Now look at me, I'm sparkling.
Then, of course, Kesha starts singing, and I'm like, oh, that's what's happening.
The party don't stop, I'm in a crop top like I'm working at Hooters.
If Cece is gonna go out, I think going out on her Part of Me performance was the right way to do it. It was just insane. Her outfit was like a gay pride float crashed into the set of Deliverance. It was like sequin explosion on top, denim mom jeans with a leather patch that might have covered like an unfortunately too big hole on the bottom. What was going on? I mean, look, Cece sings better than 50 to 60% of the world population, but that's only a 60 is still a failing grade if you're in school. So, you know, that's great that she can sing better than 60% of the population, but that's not enough to make a living as a singer, you know. Maybe you should go back to the post office. That's got to be a good job. You know, it's a steady job. There's nothing wrong with making a living.
I feel like unless we send Kesha back to the post office first, we can't send Cece there. So there's that.
Kesha is the definition of return to sender.
Like I'm working at Hooters.
Speaking of things we'd like to send back, how did Emblem 3 survive the week? They did the Bruno Mars cover. They were exposed. They kept being like, exposed. There's nothing but their vocals out there. And then Blondie tried to sing.
Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she let me.
What? I didn't realize that Blondie, he should never sing.
He should never sing.
She's so beautiful.
After their second performance, which really wasn't much better than their first one, Brittany was like, this was a superstar performance. And I was like, do you understand what any of those words mean?
I thought it was a superstar performance.
On the positive side, it was so hard to do. I feel like Fifth Harmony is making a move.
Yes, they are. They really are. With their host of background singers, they are making a move. I remember you tweeting me saying they're at heifer status right now, and I will almost give them that. I gave them calf status.
Right, which I think is fair. I was getting a little overzealous. It was towards the end of the results show. I was just grasping for
You got a little
something.
excited, but that's okay. That's okay. I think that they did better than they've ever done in their Sing for Your Life performance.
Yeah.
Which tells me that it's best if they pick their songs.
Yes.
And they pick how they're going to do it.
And I felt like their version of Give Your Heart a Break was something that I wouldn't mind seeing in the real world. If they can gel like that and come together, maybe they can give Carly Rose a run for her money. And I kind of feel like Carly Rose will win. I kind of feel like Carly Rose should win. But I'd like to see some competition. Like if we're gonna play this game out for the next 2 weeks.
She has none.
Somebody give her a run for her money. Like Fifth Harmony girls, step up there. Some harmonies plus a cover of 702, Where My Girls At. I mean, let's get some energy up in there. Somebody's gotta sing something upbeat at some point in the next 2 weeks, right? Someone will sing something that's not a ballad.
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, I'm Miranda Cosgrove, and you're watching ENTV.
Hi, I'm Kevin Williamson, and you're watching ENTV.
Hello, I am Jennifer Goodwin, and you are watching ENTV.